Yo, what is going on everyone? Guiding Light here, back with another quick video. And in this one, I'm going to show you guys a few tips and tricks on how it is that you can fix stick drift or sprint lock on a controller. Now, over the years of playing a lot of first-person shooters, you may notice that you develop sprint lock after using the controller for a number of months. Now, unfortunately, this has happened to pretty much every controller I've ever owned, and even caused me to go out of the way to buy pro controllers to try to make them last longer. Unfortunately, even after buying the DualSense Edge controller from Sony recently, I noticed after about 8 months that I was starting to experience stick drift, and also my analog stick was beginning to lock up. Now, although you can interchange the analog sticks, you can pay the $20 to go ahead and keep ordering new sticks whenever this happens. It does get pretty frustrating to have to continuously do this, especially over the years of it adding up. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys a few tips to actually get this fixed for free, and it will only take a few seconds. So whether you have software on your computer to do this, if you're using this on a PC, or you already have the DualSense Edge, or Xbox has these settings, I can only really show you what I did on PS5 to make it help. So what you're going to want to do is come over into your settings. You're going to go into your either your accessibility settings or just go straight into your controller settings. You're going to want to come in here to the DualSense Edge. Now, you can either do this in-game or you can just do it directly in the controller. I'm choosing to do it directly in the controller because I have the DualSense Edge. If you don't have the DualSense Edge, you will most likely have to either do it in the game you're playing, whether it's Destiny, Call of Duty, Fortnite, or you'd have to adjust the dead zones using software if you're on a computer. Now, as you can see when you pull open the controller, you can actually go ahead and switch between the right and the left stick. Now, if you look carefully, as I push up or in any direction on the controller, as soon as I press the controller or the analog stick in a certain direction, I let go of the analog stick, and you can see even in the diagram that the aim does not automatically pull back to the center. Now, with a working controller, your aim should automatically recenter itself, and you should never see it dragging or slipping around without you pressing the button. So in order to fix this problem, what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the dead zone. Now, you may be wondering how far or how exactly to do this. Now, what you have to do is you have to go in by stick. So we'll start with the right stick here, and you'll notice that when we let go of the analog stick, it's going to drag back to a specific radius. So what you'll want to do is you're going to come down to the setting here that says dead zone adjustment, and what you want to do is you want to expand the radius of the dead zone until it reaches just outside of where you see your cursor dragging. So basically what this will do is it will ignore any inputs put in by the controller until it reaches outside of this point. So because you only have stick drift on, let's say, maybe 2% of the analog stick, if you use this setting, it will actually program the controller to basically ignore the first 2%, and therefore it will cancel out any stick drift or any aiming problems that you've had. Now, after testing this out, I noticed that it did work quite well. I had no more stick drift after this, and even when I was trying to crouch and sprint, it wasn't interfering with that either. Now, I just wanted to throw this quick tip out there for anybody else that struggled with this over the years, constantly spending money, having to go get new controllers or swap out these analog sticks. This is what I found to be probably the best, cheapest, and fastest way to go ahead and fix this. Now, if you guys do not have a DualSense Edge controller, you can still use this tip to fix your controller, but you'll have to go into the game settings. So whether you're playing Call of Duty, Fortnite, or whatever first-person shooter game you're playing, nowadays, mostly every game, if you go into the controller settings, they should have an option to adjust your dead zones. Now, it won't be as interactive as the DualSense Edges, where it will show you exactly where the stick drift is, so you can counter it like it is here in this diagram, but you'll still be able to mess around with it and adjust it and try to fix it up that way. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Hopefully it does help you guys out. Let me know if you know of any software for PC that could allow somebody to get help with this, or if you're on Xbox and you guys have settings for this as well over there, just let me know down in the comments in case anybody else needs help with their controllers as well. So this should also be a shout out to whoever's making these controllers. How about maybe we fix this? All right, peace.